Yeah, we'll talk about
I've been seeing like a lot of like TikToks and stuff. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you see like Kanye in the White Lives Matter," but meanwhile,
that
like,
one was funny. The one.
Yeah, I heard they moved like one of the like the shipping, one of the shipping containers, whatever, that had the nuclear bomb for like Russia, and they were moving it and shit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
One
too.
of their carriers was missing from like a naval station or whatever.
There's so many options with it. Like you got the submarines, you got the missiles on land. I think ballistic missiles, and you got like the plane ones. I don't know, man. I think they're all decrepit. I think a lot of them are just from like the Soviet era and all. But I'm sure they worked, like a lot of them.
I'm sure they're gonna bang.
But I don't think they're
gonna
us.
bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But I don't think Putin has balls. But he definitely will send troops and shit.
I don't know, man. He keeps talking. I think he could. I think he'll pull it off. Like I think he could do it. Like in his eyes, he's trying to rationalize it. But.
All right. Well, there's like a couple scenarios. One. What's the likelihood of them using a nuke on either Ukraine, us, someone?
I think it's like 50%, because to them they're fighting all of us. They're not just fighting Ukraine; they're fighting NATO in their eyes. You know, because we're supplying them. They say we're crossing a red line. It's a proxy war. You know.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like he's gonna want to take it out on them first and foremost. But like we're the ones supplying them. We're giving them money.
We should give him $290 million or something.
There's so many foreign fighters there. You know, I mean. It's a whole situation there.
What's he gonna nuke though? Like, what exactly is he gonna nuke?
Right. What do you do? Do you do Kiev? Do you do that side of the country? Do you leave the east alone?
I think he goes crazy far east.
Yeah.
And runs it right back.
Yeah.
Hits him from behind and rushes in. But like, how many troops do they even have left?
You've seen the queues of the guys. They have no pay. Like they're drinking. They're hammered. I seen one where the bus was crashed and they're all outside like hammered. Yeah. Like, dude, what are they doing?
But how are that like? This is what I also got to think too. Like, how much of that shit's actually real and what they want you to believe?
Yeah.
I mean, well, they're probably getting fucked. You know, like something crazy might be happening.
We only see one side of it. Like I told you, Will was telling me they don't show. You ever notice they never show Putin talking?
No.
And like you seen those quotes that he was saying about how everything the West stands for is like total bullshit.
Yeah.
He's low key right. Like not to say like I love the guy,
right.
but he was literally saying like you guys are so like just decadent. Like everything is just devolving lower and lower.
Did you see that the Joe Rogan podcast with Dave Smith?
I did watch a lot of that. Yeah.
It's kind of like what we're doing now with like Putin because we don't listen to him. He's like, no, listen. You have to like literally listen to what your enemy's telling you. Everyone with like Bin Laden was like, he just hates freedom. We
like
gotta
Hitler.
go get him.
He said Hitler, didn't he? Yeah.
No, he was talking about Bin Laden.
Oh, okay. I thought he talked about Hitler too. Though.
He did a little bit, but he was like, like Bin Laden. Everyone kept saying, oh, he hates freedom. He hates freedom. And he's like, no, if you actually listen, he hates the West because of like A, B, C, and D. You know, whatever he was rattled off. I think it was like how they treat like their women, or not how they treat their women, like how they set up. They bomb innocent people. They set up all these fake governments, whatever. They just use it.
It's true though.
Yeah,
so much of it is true, and it's like the older you get it, it's like the more reason you see with certain people. Like, yeah, they were evil, they did evil things, right? But like in their eyes, they're justified. They're living through this lens, and to them, it's like, well, these people are the big evil, and it's like it's true.
Yeah, I think like people had to like step back and realize that like at the same time that like people are definitely dying. You know what I'm saying? Like innocent people are dying on both sides. And, you know, Russians are getting, that aren't even involved, are getting like blackballed. Oh, you're Russian? Fuck you because of A, B, and C.
You're banned from YouTube.
Yeah,
you're banned. Monetized.
Yeah, you're fucked. And at the same time, it's like Ukrainians, like, just a couple of years ago, they were like one of the most corrupt countries. No one wants to talk about that. Like, they were fucked.
Yeah.
You know, and not to mention what happened with him and Biden's son. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for the last 10 years, I've really paid attention to, like, a lot of that, like, just coincidentally. And, like, they had the Maidan protest. Like, they threw out the guy that, you know, he said, oh, yeah, we're going to be more towards Euro or the EU. And then he went to the Russians. Like, he totally flipped on it. Then it was Yanukovych. So, like, you see how that whole situation just happened. And I just looked at a map, and it showed, like, who voted for who. Yeah. And, like, the whole west of the country's voting for one party or another. And the other's voting for, like, the pro-Russian party. So it's such a complicated place because all the history behind it and whatnot. But yeah, it's interesting. The way they just flip-flop. Like, when you put money behind our media and the pharmaceutical companies and the arms companies and this and that, they could change the headline from today or from yesterday to today, and then everyone just jumps on board as if, you know, they don't know any. There's no nuance to it. They're just repeating talking points.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying before is, like, you got to look at it from, like, I know people, like, hate Russia because obviously they're killing people or they're doing some...
Right. They're obviously the aggressor. Yeah,
obviously the aggressor, but you got to, like, realize why, like, back, I forget when, whoever their past before Putin was, like, the NATO can't come more and more.
Yeah, Gorbachev, all of them said that.
Yeah,
and we've kept encroaching
and just
more
kept going.
And more
it's like,
east.
Well, it's like what happened when Russia and all the Cold War shit, when they were going to park nuke heads, literally in Cuba.
And we said absolutely.
And we said absolutely fucking not. And what did we do? We went after him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's not different.
Yeah, it's very similar. You're right.
Yeah, it's not different.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so like, obviously Putin, I think he's fucked. I think he does some incredibly horrid shit.
He's in a tough spot.
And he definitely should go. Yeah, I think so. But at the same time, like, you have to realize, like, why you think that way. Why?
We're American. We think one way. They're looking at this like what are you guys talking about?
Like
they keep coming closer to us.
Yeah, they're going to park nuke heads literally on our border.
And the more Ukraine like gains on these offensives, like I'm following this shit, and it seems like every day they're taking more towns back. They're going closer to the pre-war border.
But I did see that Russia took their nuke plant.
Yeah,
I can't pronounce the name.
Zaporizhia.
Something.
Yeah, Z something.
Someone help us out in the comments. I have no idea how to pronounce that shit.
Yeah, I think the more they go east, I think the more likely, like, maybe he'll drop a nuke. And
if they even get into the country, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to fucking hunker down.
100%.
That's incredibly rough terrain to get in.
Yeah.
Incredibly rough. Especially if China's helping them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Belarus doesn't really matter. They get wiped.
They say, though, I don't know if you noticed, like, that part of Ukraine and, like, going into Russia, it's historically been, like, an invasion route because it's so flat and it's plains. Like, there's not a lot of mountains.
Really?
There's not a lot of woods.
So you could just basically head on in.
Yeah, like, even, like, back to, like, the Mongol days and shit like that, they used that exact, and the Nazis used it, and every army that's ever been through there has used, like, that route through Ukraine because it's so flat. And then, you know, the west of the country and then into Russia, it's a little different, more woods and mountains and whatnot. But it's just, like, historically, like, they're just kind of in, like, a tough spot. Like, Ukraine's fucking huge. You've seen how big it is. Yeah. And they used to be Russia's, like, little colony.
Yeah.
So it's, like, obviously they want it back. They got the ports. Yeah. They got, 50 million people, something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's, like, that's, like, their possession they want back. And, like, I get that. But you got people also that, you know, they want to live free. They want to be more like us. They want to listen to rap, and they want to shoot their guns and hang out. But it's a complicated country. It's like America, you know. You got every corner of this country that's feeling different, and we'll see what happens there. But they were saying, I think the U.S. spent $290 million on anti-radiation pills, that potassium iodide, I think it's called. And I don't know if you knew this, like Perry and them, they issue all that stuff like their citizens because of the power plant and whatnot. Yeah, when you live near power plants, they give you that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, just in case like something freaky happens with the nuclear.
I mean, nuclear is basically pretty foolproof. Like, as long as you put everything in, it's clean.
Until it fucks up.
Which
has happened in Ukraine, coincidentally. That Chernobyl, that was Ukraine.
Yeah.
And there's fighting over there and stuff. And then that Japan one, remember that tsunami?
Yeah.
It fucked that Fukushima one up. And then 3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania, I think, was another one. So not too far from us, really. But it didn't kill, you know, a bunch of people and shit.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, what's the chances that we get drafted?
I'd say at this point, like, decently, like 10, probably 15%. I think it's a possibility because you've seen they're low on recruiting. They're 25% down.
I think they're giving $50K bonuses.
Are they really to sign up?
Yes.
Wow, Hellcat included.
Probably, or a diesel.
Yeah,
a diesel. Yeah, bro. I mean, obviously, you're going to get taxes taken out.
I know, you know a lot of people that went in the military, and so do I, and it seems like a lot of people that I would have thought were, like, career or, like, lifers, it seems like they served a few years and they were out, because they probably sit to, like, the politics and the bullshit. And that's what the new force is trying to, like, recruit. They're trying to get all these people that are more, like, maybe liberal. You got trans soldiers now. You got all these people that aren't traditional, like, fighting men. And then what did they say the lowest recruitment number? Did you know what region is not doing as well? The South. The South historically always had the highest number of military personnel, throughout history. And now it's like not that way.
Who's the most now?
I don't know, like that exactly. Probably like people in cities, probably people that are not like us thinking wise, you know what I mean? Yeah. More liberal in that sense. But yeah, it's interesting. I think if it came down to it, they would definitely do it, and it'd probably be 18 to 35. We'd be included. You know what I mean? We're healthy young people. But most people probably wouldn't go. I seen people talking about conscientious objection on Twitter today. How to say no.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, like me, like I'm probably not running 2 miles up a hill, but I'll support covering fire. You know.
I think when you
I really would. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they'll find something.
I sent my mom the article, and she's like, "Man, like if you got drafted, I would be heartbroken, whatever."
Yeah, that's what my mom said.
I said, I mean,
Yeah.
Let's boot up.
When your country calls on you, though, like, even if you don't believe in it, do you still go? Like, that's the question. It's like, okay, you don't really agree with this war. You think it's over a stupid reason, but it's like your government's calling you, and we got a serious enemy now, right? We haven't had a peer enemy in a long time. What do you do? Because you know a lot of people aren't going to go, like, at first. You know what I mean? You're going to have a lot of people burning their shit and whatnot, burning draft cards. Yeah. But, like, on the flip side, you know, I have a family member that, you know, went to Vietnam, he was drafted, and his life has been utter hell since. You know, he was never the same.
Yeah.
He's totally on disability from the government. He gets, like, all this money a month. He lives in a facility. Yeah. I mean, that was 60 years ago almost. You know?
I don't know.
It's sad.
It's a hard question. Do I really want to get sent to the fucking Ukraine? Right. Not really. I'd rather not die in Ukraine. I've always had, like, if Russia...
Either there or Taiwan. Yeah. Pick your poison.
If Russia decided to try it and come to Alaska...
Yeah.
Now I'm going.
We're packing the thing. We already talked about it.
I honestly don't even need to get fucking...
Yeah.
I don't need to get drafted.
Yeah, I'll sign up.
I'll meet you guys out there. Yeah. Type shit. Like, I'm cool. Just... Seriously, fucking throw me on. Let's ride, you know?
I think that's the argument. I think most people in other countries...
I would defend a NATO country, though. I think I'd defend, like, Europe and shit. I would. Why not?
You remember that one... You remember Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah.
The Russians roll over Germany and all that shit. I mean, we would have to, like, help them.
You'd have
you know what I'm saying?
You'd have to.
Like, you'd have to. Ukraine's a little further out, and we're still helping them, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, it might sound crazy. I don't really care about Ukraine. It's not really my dog to fight. Right. But if you get a little east past that... Yeah, I think we're going to have to do something. I think so. But people are going to burn their draft cards. That's cool with me. They're probably liberals, so I don't give a fuck.
I think if that happens, if we're drafting, I'm thinking that it's not going to be a one-front war. It's going to be...
Well, I mean, if we're fighting Russia, you know they're right there.
Yeah. No, you're right. They are, and then you got China on the other flank, so it's kind of like...
China scares the fuck out of me.
Stand up. They don't scare me at all.
They do.
They can't even build good infrastructure. They would just throw bodies at us, you know what I mean? It'd be like 10 of us on a line, right? And we'd be against like 1,000 of them. And we got better weapons, and they're running at us like unarmed.
You think so?
No, I think they would throw numbers at us. So for sure.
Yeah, they would throw numbers. Yeah. That's all I got.
They got 4-1, I think.
That's cool. On us. That's cool. I got 30 in the clip. I for real do. Man, I got clips in the ready.
It's true though. I just don't think you'll ever see that, especially a country like ours. Like, I don't think we could tame China. There's way too many people, right? We couldn't tame a country with.
We couldn't invade mainland China. We couldn't. But at the same point, they could not invade us.
No.
God damn.
If you want to rally a people, that's how you do it. Like Ukraine, when they got invaded, what did you see? Yeah. They were handing out automatic They did it right. They handed out automatic rifles, millions of rounds of ammo. They said, "Listen, if it comes down to it, we're counting on you."
Yeah,
your uncle Vlad wants you.
Yeah, Uncle Vlad. No, I mean, if it came to it, I mean, let's ride. You know, but do I really want to go die in the Ukraine? Not particularly.
This is the other thing too, though. When they're doing a draft, like in that sense, are they gonna take everyone that is able, no matter how fucked they are? Because now, when you go to sign up, I think they said the pool is shrank down to like 10 to 15% of eligible people because of health reasons, mental reasons, and like your weight and all that type of stuff. And what else was there? I forget.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to adjust it realistically. They're gonna have to 10, 15 years. Like even when let's just take it. Like when they drafted for the World War II.
Yeah.
They were in a lot better shape than we are now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When they drafted for Vietnam, they did the same... Did we draft for Korea?
Yeah, they did.
So when they drafted for Korea, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're way different now. If you can pick a gun up, you can run at least 100 yards, you got some decent eyesight, and you know that you're a male, or you know what's going on down there, you're going to
The standards go out the window.
Yeah, standards go out the fucking window. Yeah, as long as you can shoot a gun, you can be like, yeah... And then you can decently decipher colors. Oh, okay, that's not us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not easy to
I
got the last podcast, man. I can't say what I want.
I went to a recruiting office with my buddy who ended up joining the Air Force, and I went, and they tried hard to pitch to me what are you doing? You in school? Why don't you think about this, and that? I was like, listen, I'm here to be with my buddy. I just want to see some of the info, and I'm not interested. He kept fucking badgering me while I was there. I was like, you're not going to get me, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to get me. And I used to want to be in the military type shit.
When I was younger, I wanted to, but then I was like, man, fuck that.
You get older, you see things a little different. I remember I told my parents, I'm going to join up, and, bro, the horror on their faces was just... Because, we were in the middle of 2 wars at that point. I could have gone to either Afghanistan or Iraq. We were still there when I graduated.
Right.
So it's things have changed a little bit, though, but... Yeah, I don't know. Draft-wise, I think it's possible. They just updated, I think, the selective service system. I seen something in the news recently. They they relifted the system and how it would work. So I mean, it's interesting, you know.
Oh, it's
I think it's possible. It's on the table. They would have to.
No, they would have
They
to.
would have to.
They would have to.
Yeah, we can't do it with what we
I wonder
got
what
now.
their guidelines would be. You know? Like, yeah, you're a little overweight and stuff, but, like, maybe you can run. You know, maybe you can pick... I mean, I could definitely pick up the AR. Let's ride.
We got 330 million people in America.
Probably about 350 now, I would imagine.
Would you... This is the thing as well. If it was really something where they, you know, they're killing it in the media like they do now, if they're doing their best propaganda, you might not have to draft because you would have people signing up willingly. 330 million people, I think you get.
You got to think, but most of those are women. Women are not going to sign up as nearly.
That's
as
half the country right there.
They're
That's
not.
why they say they should draft women as well. Like when we sign up for selective service, they should make girls too as well. And I
think they
actually
should.
agree with that.
I think they should.
And I wanted to talk about this on the pod. There should be some type of national service that kids do when they're in high school or maybe a little older.
Yeah.
Where like it's either you got three options, all right? You do something for the environment, you do something militarily, or you do something like for your city or something like I don't know, like help homeless or people
Right.
that are disadvantaged.
Like a civil service kind
Yeah, exactly. And there's been bills that have kind of gone far, but they'll never get passed because there's no.
Well, it's hard to
money incentive.
compel people to do something.
But it would be good for our youth in this country.
Well, I think, like, at the
That's
end of
my
the day,
argument.
like, no matter what you feel, like, politically, ideologically, anything like that, safety and security is, like, the number one thing that you have to rely on. And that would make sense if everyone is able.
Yeah.
Like, I know with, like, school shootings and shit, gun violence, it's pretty hard. But at the same time, like, you need to learn how to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
Like, if you're scared of a
It's
gun...
almost like a modern skill if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like back in the day they taught everyone to swing swords and, swing a scythe and
Man,
farm
listen, if
and
you can
whatnot.
fucking break down, let's just say you have a rifle, if you're able to break it all the way down to the fucking trigger guard itself, all the way down, and you could pull it all back together.
What do you think about those people that they go on like Lex Friedman and other podcasts and they're ex-CIA agents and stuff like that, like Mike Baker on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Those ones always kind of sketch me out.
Yeah, no, I don't trust
Because
them.
it's like, why would they come out and publicly like announce this and then tell all these secrets and this and that? Like do they have an okay from the agency or how does that work?
They're fake.
They gotta be. I don't believe those ones. But like, bro,
Ex-CIA agent tells all. No, that's fake.
I know it
fake.
freaks me out when I see
fake.
those.
It's fake.
It could be.
It's fake.
Maybe they worked for him in some capacity. I mean, Mike Baker's pretty like credentialed. You know?
Yeah, I still think he's fake.
Yeah, you think he's like a plant kind of?
Yeah.
Industry plant.
Why in the fuck would you be an ex-CIA agent and you come out and tell it?
It's like once a Marine, always a Marine. Like, how are you an ex-CIA agent?
Yeah, no,
like you're
never,
definitely still tapped.
Yeah, you're
the
never
fuck
out
in.
completely. You're
Yeah.
never out.
That's how I felt.
That's
about that.
bullshit. That's bullshit. We all know it. They know it. I don't believe a fucking word they say.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Like I was talking to my buddy about this, like about how some people online, like online personalities, like they're kind of like, it's almost like they're putting out info basically to honey pot people, like so they know like I like a certain amount of content, right, or a certain type, so I'm always interacting with it.
They're gonna
I'm
curate
reading
it
it
for you.
Huh?
They
Yeah,
just
they
put
exactly.
you in your own echo chamber.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then they fucking just.
But then they get you to do things maybe you wouldn't have done before. Like it's kind of like reminiscent of like Oswald, kind of, like that guy was a nut. The guy who shot JFK. We'll put that in
Quotations.
Quotations. But it's like a perfect storm for things that happen. Like all them people that were down there at January 6th, right? I mean, those people fell for like the trap, pretty much. Like were they there for good reason?
We gotta say this too. This needs to be said.
What?
If you believe January 6th was actually insurrectionist, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I was watching the documentary about it on
Dude,
HBO Max. It was hilarious.
Go watch the testimony. Ted Cruz, whether you like him or not, literally asked that lady from the FBI, did the FBI have any doing in January 6th?
We can't confirm.
We can't confirm.
Yeah.
We can't answer that question.
Oh, yeah.
You mean to tell me you can't answer that fucking question? A no would have sufficed. That would have been cool.
How about the guy that was screaming, "We're gonna take the Capitol, we're gonna run in there," and everyone's like, "No,
Yeah.
we don't want to do that."
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, "Yeah." He had a MAGA hat on and shit. That dude was actually an FBI agent. I think they said Ray Epps or something like that.
Yeah, Ray Epps.
Yeah. Yeah, that
It's
whole...
a fucking... Listen, I don't care how you feel politically. Open up your fucking eyes for a second. They want that dude out of office so bad, whether you like him or not, so badly.
Dude
they
is
were
a
willing.
disaster.
Come on, man.
Dude's
you have
a
to be a
disaster.
fucking idiot not to believe that. They literally asked, did the FBI have any doing in this? We can't answer that. We can't answer that. We can't answer that.
There was way too many.
What can you fucking answer? Like, for real, what can you answer? Because I want to know. Because if you had a part in it, well, you guys are fucking corrupt. You literally attacked your own... You attacked our own congressman, basically. Now, I'm not saying... I mean, they deserve their ass beat, 100%. No one deserves to die, but they deserve their ass beat.
I told Mike...
I've said that before.
When on the map, they literally blocked D.C. out. Like,
yeah,
you couldn't even go on Apple Maps. When that happened, I knew something bad was going to happen. Like, if you were to go down there, then you knew it. You know what I'm saying? And all those people, I think... I don't know how they did it so quick, but I remember on January 6th, people that had been there, like, they were going back to their hotels, they were trying to fly home, and all their shit was, like...
Bugging.
Yeah, like, it was, like, flagged already.
Yeah.
And all they maybe were doing was really, like, in the area of it or whatever, you know, not even people that
you
were
remember
there.
when that the one lady for the press secretary for Biden, the first one?
Jen
Psaki?
Yeah.
Remember when that plane flew over the White House? Remember that?
I do.
And they said, oh, it must be a plane overhead.
You can't fly over
You can't fly over D.C.,
yeah.
dumbass.
I remember hearing
what
that.
the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that was
He's
strange.
a piece of shit. And here's the biggest thing, too. People are not talking about this. I just seen this today. That dude depleted our oil reserves, right?
Oh, my, I just wanted to bring that up.
He depleted the oil reserves.
Lowest in 40 years.
Yeah. To appease all the liberal voters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this right now. You can vote with your heartstrings. That's fine. If you believe in abortion.
Yeah, if you want to be an idiot, go for it.
Vote for them. I don't care. But I'm voting Republican. Do you know why? Because I believe in fucking guns. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck. And he took us down to the lowest oil reserves in 40 years. When we're probably about to be on the brink of war just because he wants to buy the election. Listen,
That's not going to work.
The student loan thing, 100% buying votes. I've benefited from it. Thanks, Joey. You can still go
Thanks
fuck
for
yourself.
nothing. Yeah.
You can still go fuck yourself. But at the same time, that's cool. But he's just buying votes along the way. Yeah. You don't see Kamala. You don't see her. Because every time she speaks, she's a fucking idiot, too.
She can't get through a single sentence without sounding like a third grader.
It's horrible.
It's bad.
The Democrats are going to have a rough fucking time with the election for the president.
If gas goes up to 6 or 7, I'm organizing a march, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I promise you. I'm not doing that. I will stop participating.
I'll march with you.
No, but that's really ridiculous. The oil thing really pissing me off. I just can't stand it. Like, dude, we were paying like $1.82, like, consistently. Like, it's just one of them smart strategies. Like, okay, we drive everywhere.
Wait, before you start, this is the best thing too. When people are like, "That's from the past president," I don't give a fuck. I don't. When that happens, when the day he gets inaugurated, I don't give a fuck who's in there.
Yeah.
I look at gas.
Yeah.
And then I look I keep buying gas, obviously, throughout the years, the next 4 years, and then at the end. And I paid like $2 at the end of the election when Trump got out.
I remember.
And now I paid like $3.89.
It's $4 now.
And Putin didn't raise my gas prices. Yeah. You stupid fucks.
It's bad strategy on our part.
Yeah, that's right. This is the thing. When you tell the oil companies when you're running, we're going to go completely free from fossil fuels. What the fuck do you think is going to happen?
They're thinking it's going to end.
Yeah. They're thinking, well, fuck, this dude has all the power to take us out, basically. We need to maximize profits now. We have pensions to pay. We have people we need to pay. You want to talk about fucking job security? Yeah. Here's a good one.
Hundreds of thousands
of people need your fucking jobs. But they don't
Truckers,
care.
even.
They don't care. So when you're paying more for groceries,
Yeah.
you wonder why. Because diesel's so much fucking money.
Yeah.
They didn't suspend the gas tax he wanted to. Well, they suspended for a fucking month or something.
Yeah.
These people don't give a fuck about you. They literally buy your votes. Oh, and the Supreme Court decision gets leaked. Never fucking happened. You don't hear a word about that.
Never.
Who leaked it?
Guy went to Brett Kavanaugh's house.
It must be the same guy who has Epstein's black log. It must be the same person. We're never going to fucking know.
They
don't care. No, they don't. So people need to open up their eyes. Like, if you're going to vote Democratic just for the simple fact, like, you can get an abortion, that's cool. But when you have to drive to the abortion clinic and you have to pay $75 to fill up your tank to do it, remember what you're doing it for. Or when you go all the way down there to the clinic and someone fucking robs you and you can't have a gun to protect yourself, remember who you're voting for.
Yeah.
Or God forbid, you need to get something to eat along the way and you're paying $10-15 fucking dollars for something, remember who you voted for. Yeah. Everything has a fucking consequence.
It's true.
Like, come on, man, open up your fucking eyes. This shit is getting ridiculous.
It's funny, though, because those same people, like, I'm not telling anyone how to vote. You know, make your own decision.
I'm telling people how to vote.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right, well, I'm going to take the other stance, right? I'm not telling you how to vote, but just know, like you're saying, when you do vote for those policies, you're literally, like, voting for the downfall of your own prosperity. And it's something that just drives me crazy. It's like, yeah, like, you can care about those social issues. I get it. It's cool. Like, I understand if you're a woman with the abortion. I agree with you.
I'm 100% pro-life.
Yeah.
Or pro-choice.
Yeah,
pro-choice,
I'm in agreement with you on all that
Pro-choice.
shit. But at the end of the day, dude, life is about prosperity, making money, having your family, you know what I mean? And when you're dismembering every single aspect of that and you're voting for it, you have to open your eyes and just realize it. Like, it's not coming back. Like, deeper you go down that hole, you're making people like me, who was a total liberal as a kid, like a teenager, you're making someone like me feel like I'm a radical. And really, I just have normal views from 20, 30 years ago, you know? And I never paid attention to that stuff.
We talked about this before, but Vance and Ryan for Ohio.
Yeah.
Because that's where we are in
Yeah.
Ohio, so it's pertinent to us.
It's like voting for shit and poop.
Yeah, it's shit and poop.
You
You know
know?
what I'm saying? Like, it's shit and poop. But that dude, and J.D. Vance, he's probably a little sketch with his nonprofits and stuff. I 100% can see that. But this dude,
They're all
Tim Ryan, getting money from the pharmaceutical companies, the same ones who got in trouble from the opioid crisis. And if you live in Ohio, you know how especially hard that hit us.
Yeah.
Tim Ryan, the same guy who voted to send out all those stimulus checks and fucking printed money.
Don't like 10,000 a year die in Ohio from opioid
Yeah.
or more than
Yeah.
that? It's like one of the highest states.
Yeah, one of the highest states.
Yeah. Why is that, you think? Is there like a pipeline here or something?
No, I don't know. I think people are just generally probably weaker.
It's so random though, like, okay, all the fentanyl and opioids, right? And we're so far from Mexico, is like, it's almost like a part of our supply chain or something is
We don't have
headed here.
legal weed. We don't have legal mushrooms. We don't have any legal recreational drugs. You look at California,
Yeah.
high overdose, but they have legal stuff. Florida, I mean, weed is decriminalized, so I won't. It's not completely outlawed, but at the same time, you got to
So
give
people don't have the options.
Yeah, they don't.
I gotcha.
So it's like, what are you gonna
What
do?
are you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them towns, you know, you're in the middle of nowhere. You've driven through these towns in Ohio, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like there's
When you get
nothing
south, bro,
there.
I mean, we live in like the Northeast, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Right.
We're a part of like some type of community. We're only 2 hours from Pittsburgh, New York, all that, you know,
Yeah.
Canada.
What, 30 minutes from Cleveland?
Right.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the suburbs. You go past that. Oh man,
Cornfields.
cornfields.
Children of the corn.
Yeah, I literally drove down when we went to the state fair, probably
Yeah.
like a month or two ago.
That's Ohio.
That's Ohio.
Yeah.
That is literally Ohio.
Yeah, two
People
different
have
countries.
fucking Biden signs with the Hitler mustache on them, with swastikas driven all over the place on this shit.
That's so funny.
That's what it's like, though.
Yeah, there's definitely a million different Americas even within our own state. Like, and I notice that when I drive all around, it's like there's just such vast differences even within a 10-mile, 20-mile radius. Like
Mm-hmm.
like we're 15 minutes from downtown right now. You know what I mean?
It's-
And it's even different from that.
It's crazy. I went to go let out my grandma's dog today before I went to work, and she lives in like, you know, not a gated community, but basically like a little subset of a community in the city that we're by. And, you know, pretty small, 5-6 streets, whatever. You have to go down a couple hills to get in there.
Yeah.
Pretty tucked away. There is like 3 different Nan Whaley, Tim Ryan signs, and then 3 different Van signs. So it's like, it runs deep.
It's
Deep.
funny.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is funny. You could live right next to a guy. You guys, your kids go to the same schools. You're maybe working similar jobs. You're shopping similar places, but then you just totally diverge politically.
Yeah.
And it's all about like your experience and maybe how you were taught and this and that, your personal life experience. But yeah, that's the thing about America. It's so strange. I wish there was more of a third option. Like, you know, me and you, we're more like conservative, like libertarians, I'd like to say, you know?
Yeah.
But they
I
just,
mean, I'm really like...
their party's kind of a mess. you
Yeah,
know?
no, it sucks.
It's
just
bad.
It's horribly
Bad
bad.
messaging, bad leaders. I don't know what they can do to fix it. These
You need an influential person.
yeah,
You do.
you really need someone.
You need someone who's going to be like the focal point.
You need a Trump-like figure,
Yeah.
but for that,
Yeah.
like someone who has that magnetism,
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah, the
They've never had
drive-
that.
No, they don't.
That's
And-
why I'm telling you, like they need like young people like in it.
Yeah.
That's the only way. You got all a bunch of old head conservatives. It's not gonna work.
No.
You got to get the youth.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's got like like Democrat liberal people who are mostly younger,
Mm-hmm.
but just so crazily like just woke, endemic. Just it's just like-
College educated people, I think they say, are more likely to be liberal, and it never made sense to me until like 2-3 years ago, because all them schools and like, oh my lord.
I mean, most of my teachers were definitely liberal.
Oh yeah, they did. They
100%.
weren't scared to share it
No,
either. And
not at all.
my dad always told me too when I was younger, and
We would be in class, dude, and we would literally talk about like
yeah.
social issues, and I would
yeah.
always butt heads with people.
oh yeah,
Literally always.
you didn't
butt
realize it maybe at the time, but it's
No.
like, oh, that's why we butted
Yeah,
heads.
that's why we butt
Yeah,
heads.
they
And
were
I
trying to
understand.
like influence me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. We had teachers like that as well. And my dad always told me, I remember when I was younger, he said, anytime there's a Democrat in office, your energy prices suck. Like, they go through the roof. And I was in school when Obama first got elected and this and that, started driving. And, like, dude, I was paying what I'm paying now.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, I remember.
Like, probably almost 10 years ago, you know? And then now it's even worse. It's like a cycle. You get cheap that when this person's in, then this person comes in. I'm sick of the cycle, to be honest, because it's like every 4 years you have really good times. You have prosperity, money's going good, everything's going good on your fronts, and then you got all these people bitching about how terrible it is when really it's better than it's ever been. That blew my mind. Like, yeah, you could hate Trump. He's an asshole, right? He's a terrible president. Yeah.
I think he's probably a little racist. Yeah. He's a New York
He has nothing to brag about, but he was a good president that way.
Yeah.
You just got to get past the headlines. If Biden was good, I'd admit it. I would say, listen, I don't like the guy. He's doing well for me. I'm doing fine,
Yeah.
But at this point, it's like this guy is terrible. He's literally taking money out of my pocket every day.
He can't formulate sentences.
Can't do nothing.
His vice president sucks. He basically bought votes with
he has handlers.
The student loan shit, with the gas price shit, right?
Yeah, he's bribing like he bribed.
His son's a crook, right? He's probably, I won't say it, but he's probably...
We get it.
Yeah, okay? He's probably like that, and he's a sick fuck. He's 86, whatever he is. Yeah. He's too fucking old.
Yeah.
He's too
He's
old.
like 4 generations past
want
us.
Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
I don't want Grandpa Joe. He can't formulate sentences. How can you look at this man and say, he's going great? I love Joe Biden. You can't.
No.
He's a fucking lunatic. He's senile. He needs to be put into a fucking home and locked away.
I've taken the pulse off liberals that I personally know, like even family members, this and that. And even, it's like they all know he's awful that way. Maybe it's in the same way, like, even Trump, like, maybe you could acknowledge he's bad.
This is the thing. Trump is bad on the face, right?
Yeah.
He says crazy shit. He made fun of the person who was special needs.
But he was right a lot of times.
Right?
Many times.
Biden's not right.
No.
But he's nice on the surface.
Yeah.
Oh, I eat ice cream cones. Look what I'm doing.
You don't fuck with a Biden.
Yeah.
No, I fuck with a Biden.
Yeah.
You know that son, right?
Yeah.
Like, what does he say?
To the Fort Myers guy?
Yeah, like, what the fuck
Dude,
is
I
that?
just seen that before I came here. That's crazy.
He's funny, man. Like,
never fuck with the Biden.
They
you know
must
why?
be pumping him.
Because we're with the Clintons. And you know what happens with the Clintons? You get put the fuck down.
He's pumped. They're pumping him with probably the craziest stimulants and vitamins
oh my god!
known to man.
I want whatever he's on. I'm trying to boot up like him.
They probably have some like executive like health plan when you're the president. Like they be like
you get the surgeon
top notch. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you want, Joe.
It's a real doctor, right?
He probably goes, man. I just can't do it anymore. I'm just fucking dragging ass.
Yeah.
I just want to stay home and eat chocolate ice cream and fucking sit on the couch. Boot up, baby. Give me that arm.
The
same arm. I wonder how much the vax fucked him up. People want to talk about that. That dude kept getting shots.
He didn't take it. Be real.
Oh, no, it's saline.
He didn't take it.
No, because it would have fucking killed him.
He got sick like 10 times with COVID. Remember when he had COVID for like a month straight?
Him and his fucking dog.
Yeah, they tested him. He was positive. Then they said, oh, he's good. And then they're like, oh, wait, no. He's positive.
And then Kamala got it.
Yeah, that's right.
People want to talk about her.
Yeah.
She's a piece of shit, too.
Talking about him just gets me so fired up. Like, he's so awful. I'm going to switch the pace here a little bit. Like, dude, I could talk about him all day, but they're doing this QR code thing in China. Have you seen that at all? So, like, every store you go into, there's 540 million public cameras in China.
Oh, that's good.
Right? So every store you go into, you have to scan the QR code on your phone. And I was talking to someone the other day. They said they think that this is actually going to go, like, all over the world. You're going to have to scan that QR code damn near everywhere you go, so they're tracking you everywhere. And then your digital ID is going to be, like, kind of...
They just put more flock cameras in Lake County.
What they do?
Flock cameras. You know what those are? Basically, like, traffic control cameras.
Where'd they put them?
Oh, all over Lake County.
Like, random roads?
Yeah.
Where do you see one
East
that I
Lake,
could visibly see?
Willoughby Hills, everywhere.
Where do you visibly see them? Are they up high? Or are they
Up high.
Oh, yeah? Like on the lights?
Oh, yeah. They just put, I think, like 10,000, 1,000 of them.
Did you watch that Aaron Hernandez doc on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, you seen how they pieced together?
Yeah.
I never knew that they had, like, that type of stuff. They literally had the freeway cameras and a bunch of other stuff, and it was late at night, so there was no one out, so they knew it was his car. That blew my mind. I didn't know they did that type of stuff.
Well, here's the thing. I understand, like, in part, that you want to catch people that are child trafficking.
Yeah.
Like, I understand
When did they ever do that, though? Let's be real.
Yeah.
When
it's
they
like
want.
the Patriot Act. You never stop the best of terrorists. You just want to go on drug dealers' funds.
Yeah.
Fucking... Anyway, either way, two wrongs don't make a right.
That's interesting.
Like, I would rather you not be able to do that and figure out the cold hard way.
Yeah.
What's going on, than to put fucking cameras everywhere.
Did you ever watch the Vice News one where they go to the, I think you could say it, Xinjiang region of China, where there's like the Muslims, they're called like the Uyghurs,
Uyghurs?
Yeah, Uyghurs, yeah. So when they're there, the lady's going through town, and like she had some balls, because like they probably like kill reporters over there.
Oh, yeah.
And so she was going through the town. They had cameras everywhere. You're walking through the market. There's like 50 cameras like above you, on the sides. You have to go through checkpoints. It's like Nazi Germany on steroids. And so they're going through the market where everyone's like chopping up the animals and chicken and this and that. And they literally had like the tools chained up so you couldn't take them from your job or your work. Yeah, so like you couldn't use them against people. And then they were having all the citizens, like randomly they'll grab a group of citizens and they'll make them do like self-defense training. They make them wear these orange like construction vests, and they train them in like crowd control and shit. Dude, it's crazy. Like China really is on like another level, and I think a lot of people turn a blind eye to it. Like it's not just like a catchy thing to like talk about. These people are actively like worse than the Nazis. Like they really are. And they take it out on all their minorities, all their people of descent. China's a crazy place. I think they're just like America. Like we are literally like a mirror, just in different aspects. Yeah. Like if you get COVID in China, they have zero COVID policy. They literally will lock you in the store you're working at and won't let you out for days at a time. They just did it the other day. Like they shut it and then they lock you in. And then they brought out assault rifles, and one of the Chinese people was like, "Are you gonna shoot us?"
Yeah.
And like I bet one of them was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, we will."
Get in there.
Yeah, get in there.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's a crazy
world. For a bug that doesn't even kill 98% of people.
They're stuck on it.
I'll never forgive them.
They're stuck on it.
I'll never forgive them.
Yeah.
Never.
They're totally stuck in 2020.
Isn't it funny that Trump, tail end, COVID comes, whatever, every single person, I'm not taking the fucking vaccine if Trump's doing it. Kamala Harris said that.
I had family members that were like that, and then what did they do?
And what, yeah.
Exactly. It blew my mind.
I wasn't taking that shit regardless.
Wait, you guys took Trump's vaccine? Aren't you guys like against that?
Yeah. No. And then you lock people in their homes. Oh, I remember that. You locked those people that like were victims of domestic abuse. You locked them with their abusers. How many people killed themselves? How many? Yeah. Oh, I don't forget.
In 2 months, they went from I would never take it to you better fucking take her. I'm locking you out of society. They literally wanted us to die, Logan. I'll never forget that. They said the winner of death.
Death is coming.
They wanted us to die just because we didn't listen. And what is actually the flip side of it happening? We're healthier than we've ever been. I haven't been sick since I had that shit.
Do you know what's crazy?
Like, it's crazy.
Our AD has COVID.
Director?
Yeah, has COVID. I just
probably triple vaxxed.
I don't know if she's vaccinated. I never asked. But I was just with her 2-3 days.
Are you serious?
I feel fine, yeah.
You didn't say nothing to me?
No.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. We're not pussies. We're not pussies. You okay? You good? Dude, I literally... Fine. I never took the fucking vaccine.
No. I don't take the flu one, so I wasn't going to get it anyway. It was nothing about politics for me.
If I get sick, I get sick.
Yeah, that's exactly how I looked at it.
I'm healthy. Like, if you're fucking 80, 70, 89, okay, I understand. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Get yours. But don't shove that shit down my throat. And take off the fucking 2-ply mask.
When you're shoving...
That shit is annoying as fuck.
When you're shoving medical prescriptions into people, I just don't think... I don't know how others... It actually scares me how morally wrong that whole action is to me. And, like, other people didn't see it that way. They were like, well, who cares? Like,
it was literally against the Geneva Code. It was literally against it.
It's against prisoners. POWs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They treat POWs better than their own citizens. Yeah. Take the vax. Grandpa Joe can do it.
Something worse is going to come along. They're going to have something worse. They tried it with monkeypox. They're probably going to do it.
They had monkeypox, and then they realized, oh, it's just a gay thing. You know, we're cool.
We're good. Dude, that was funny.
We're good. Nah. Yeah, it's fucked.
What are you going to do? Like, it has to be something that gets everyone. That's where they fucked up with that one. Like, not to say they created it, right? But, like, let's be real. That one was put in the news. That one was put in the news, I think, to affect certain, like Senate races or whatever the hell it was. That was very odd timing. It was like middle of summer or some shit.
Yeah, weird. So what do you think is going to happen around the country politically? Who do you think wins in Ohio for the Senate and the governor? And then who do you think wins in PA, Dr. Oz or Fetterman?
I don't think...
We'll start PA first.
Okay, PA first. Man, I don't think Fetterman's going to win.
I think he's going to.
You do?
There's no way they're going to vote Dr. Oz in.
Oz is an odd case to me because he's kind of like, the thing is he's a doctor. He's part of the establishment, so red flag right there. He's been on TV all this time. Red flag. He doesn't even live there, right? He's not from there. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's not from
there. Okay,
so he has a house there.
Big red flag. He has a house there, yeah. And he's rich as fuck. That was the one thing going against him. And then you got a guy like Fetterman, who's just, he's kind of just not there. He's a little bit of a, I'd like to call him like a...
He looks like a lumberjack with his Carhartt hoodie.
He looks like the people from
I got the same hoodie.
You ever seen Hills Have Eyes or Ron Turner?
Oh, yeah.
He looks like one of them people.
Yeah.
I would never vote for the guy, but he also has said some crazy shit about emptying the prisons and you should be free. Like, he wants to have, like, New York City-style policies.
Right.
And, like, I'm not with that. But if he wins, dude, they're in for a rude awakening.
I think they're going to win.
I always thought
usually they vote for Democratic governors.
I always thought my Pennsylvania brethren were just like us, you know, like pretty solid, but they're not.
They're not.
But that's a coastal thing, too. I bet you if you talk to people right over the border, they're like, we would never.
You think DeSantis is going to win Florida again?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, he's a good
landslide.
I think he's the best governor in the country.
Here's one I think. I think Texas flips blue. I do.
That's scary.
I do.
Yeah. You think locally or nationally, though? Like,
no, the governor. I think Abbott's out.
Yeah.
Abbott's
he might have to be. He's kind of an idiot.
Yeah, well, Uvalde fucked him.
Yeah.
Uvalde fucked him.
Yeah.
And Beto, he's a good campaigner. I've been watching him. The dude goes. He goes.
Career politician.
Yeah, he's a career politician. You're a fucking
candidate.
pussy for all. The AR was made for the fucking battlefields of Vietnam.
I bet he has an AR. I bet my ass on it. He has a.
He has an AR, and I bet he's a cuck. Let's put money on it.
We said that before.
He's a cuck.
But the only thing I like about Ab is that he stuck to his guns, literally and figuratively, and he's gonna go down for it for sure.
100%.
But yeah, those two, DeWine, he's not gonna get unseated. There's no one.
I don't think. I was just seeing this stat. I don't think any incumbent Republican governor has ever been unseated in their second time.
Yep. He's good to go.
Nan.
Yeah.
Listen,
he is getting old, though. He's like, what, 77, 78?
He's old.
Yeah, he's getting there. Probably
he
last
did some fucked up shit with First Energy, too, but...
Yeah.
Not voting for you, Nan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's not even from here. She's from Indiana.
Fuck her.
What the fuck I look like voting for someone who doesn't even live here, isn't from here?
Yeah. Ohio born and raised. You're not from here, fuck off.
DeWine's from down there. He lives in the fucking governor's mansion. Yeah. Like, literally, like...
Do they have a mansion for the governor?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mike's a beast.
Yeah, it's dope looking. I've seen pictures of it. But, yeah, I don't think he's getting unseated now. Senate-wise in our state, I think Vance is going to edge him out. Or edge...
Taxing Tim Ryan?
Yeah. Tim Ryan's just... He's too bland to me. Like, he thinks he's like Obama or like Biden. But the guy, I've heard him talk. I mean, he's so uninspiring. It's actually crazy. I don't know how he got that far. He must fundraise like a motherfucker on that phone.
He's got hella money.
Yeah.
Hella money.
We can't have that, Logan. Bro, they will come for everything we care about. They're fucking coming.
We can't have two Democratic senators.
No.
Sherrod Brown's already...
Has that ever happened? Has it been where the Senate is the senator's a Democrat and the governor's a Democrat in Ohio? Has it ever been like that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, we have one Democratic senator right now.
Who is it?
Sherrod Brown.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's a fucking cunt,
too.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
I remember the email, bud.
Talk about that.
This dude, they were talking about the gun ban shit, so I emailed him. I emailed him and Rob Portman. So I will give Sherrod Brown a little bit of credit. You know, he did reply. Whether it was him or not, he replied. Rob Portman, he's leaving anyway. I ripped him up too when they were putting the crypto tax in.
Yeah,
I said, vote for this and you're basically worthless to me. I won't threaten your life, but, you know, whatever, fill in the blank. But, at the same time, Sherrod Brown replied, and he was basically, I'm for basically taking guns, I want to ban ARs and shit. Okay. I want you to go downtown at 2 o'clock in the morning with no gun, no nothing, and I want you to spread that to everyone.
Yeah.
And I want to see how
you better live by it.
Yeah, and you want to own it, live by it. Live it and own it.
And what happened when they passed that law, constitutional carry here?
Yeah.
Did the rates go up?
I haven't
seen nothing. I think they've gone down, if anything. I haven't seen too much crazy. I seen a girl get shot on West 6th with a rifle the other day. That's all I heard about.
Jesus. Well,
shootings are going to happen. We have 300 million people in this country.
Die.
They're going to die.
You have to adapt. You're going to die.
It's true. It's a sad fact.
Yeah, so he replied, is probably Otto, because he was talking about Uvalde and there's all these past shit.
Yeah, that was...
So I'm like, you're still a cuck. You probably like when your wife gets fucked by other men. That's cool, though. Everyone has their preference, but he's a piece of shit.
Now, Logan, what do you think about this? There's something wrong with this country where they're bringing back adult Happy Meals at McDonald's.
What the fuck's an adult Happy Meal?
Exactly. But it's just like they try to like infantize us like in every little way. And it's just like, why? Why are we bringing back adult Happy Meals? Like, we're not kids anymore. You know what I mean? I see things like that on Twitter and stuff like that, and it kind of makes, it reminds me of like, they're just trying to like dumb you down pretty much. Like, why are they giving toys to adults? You know what I mean?
This is a good plug for Let's All Lift. Follow Let's All Lift on Instagram. They want men feminized. Men's testosterone has been going down dramatically, generation over generation, right? Your parents, my parents, his parents were all born, especially
way
males,
more,
with way more testosterone in their body, right? We're getting more and more feminized. This is why you see like all this stuff with the transgender movement and stuff like that. Which I don't care. Once you're 18, do whatever you want with your life. I really don't care. Yeah. And I was just telling.
You're an adult. You do.
Me and my mom were just having this conversation today. People have to realize, in the United States, you have the freedom of choice, you have the freedom of expression, you have the freedom to believe whatever you want and say whatever you want. You really do. But with that comes the freedom of consequence. If you say or believe whatever you do, someone has a right to either ridicule you, break you down, whatever. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying to the right to like physically attack you, but let's say hypothetically, I go down to downtown Cleveland. There's a Browns game going on, right? I stand right outside the stadium with a big sign that says, all liberals need to be hung, right? I can do that, no problem. But someone's probably going to beat my ass. Something bad's probably going to happen to me.
I doubt it.
Probably not in Ohio, but realistically, something bad might happen to me.
Yeah.
Or if I say something even more, bring back Nazism or
like
something
you said,
crazy.
Freedom of consequence.
You have the freedom to say whatever you want, do whatever you want.
Doesn't mean someone's not going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Something might happen to you. You don't have the freedom of no consequence.
Yeah,
something is going to happen. So, it's all tied back into one another. They don't really care. They want you feminine. They want you just weak-minded. They want you on all these pharmaceutical shit.
Yeah.
They want you eating adult Happy Meals. You shouldn't be eating McDonald's anyway. If you are, Jesus Christ.
Last time I had it, I literally was physically sick. I'll never eat it again.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, it was
I don't
disgusting.
Eat
No,
I'm serious.
I did it on a whim, and I regret it.
It's horrible.
It made me sick. Like, I'm not used to
fast food. I got the
stock
stock though.
Huh?
I got the stock though.
I'll eat the fries.
Shout out Let's All Bank. I got the stock. Nice dividend.
Yeah, but make sure you follow Let's All Lift on Instagram. A lot of good content on there. Definitely like some uplifting stuff. Powerful messages about, discipline,
it's just daily posting shit, like just some motivational shit.
Yeah.
No, not even shit that like we're saying or anything like that, but literally just shit to get like you fired up, because at the end of the day, even if you're a female, like you should be trying to do something each day to physically get you better. Like just go on the fucking treadmill for 20 minutes on an incline. That's cool.
95% of people are doing the bare minimum, so why not be something extraordinary is how I look at it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
You got to follow the right people. You got to be friends with the right people. You got to talk about the right people. And
You're the byproduct of the 5 people you spend the most of the time with.
Yeah, that's a good quote. Definitely.
So I thank God that I spend most of my time with the Shadow King. And that's what I'll leave it at.
Shouts out to my boy.
Yep. The Shadow King.
Yep. Yeah, it's just crazy though, like the whole thinking with a lot of people, and like we were talking about that earlier. I'm not even gonna like bring it up, but like you're seeing a lot of people, I think, wake up to how rotten
they're gonna
really things have gone.
You either get enlightened, and everything starts to go for you, and you try to make yourself better in life, or you go, and you take a shit and fucking just fall off.
And a lot of people are cool with that though. They're cool with,
and that's fine with me. That's cool.
You made your choice. That's America. You make your choice. I love it because
you choose
your freedom. You choose. You choose.
Tell the people you choose.
The choice. You choose. But that's the beauty of this place, and that's why me and Logan, we care enough to talk about it all the time.
Yeah. You might castrate me in the comments for shit I said. That's okay though. Yeah. That's fine.
You choose your destiny in this world.
Everyone deserves it. I deserve to get castrated, I guess.
Any last words for our viewers?
Follow Let's All Lift. Follow Let's All Bank. Join the Discord. More shit coming soon. Let's see.
October giveaway, right?
Yeah, giving some away to the members, probably on Halloween. Probably do it on Halloween. So if you're in the Discord, you're automatically entered. We'll have Labsgiving, Friendsgiving.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have all the boys
That's
coming.
going to be great.
Hopefully we get the chef that we want to come in.
Yeah.
That'd be hard. I can't wait.
Personal chef, man.
So that'd be nice. But like I said, just join the group with like-minded people. You don't even have to think like politically like us.
Find your people.
Find your people and stick with them, man, because people are fucking nuts. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, get your group going, because if you listen to anything we talk about, I mean, it's not going to last good times forever.
Yep.
And like Mike always says, hard times create strong men.
Mm-hmm.
Easy times create weak men, and the cycle goes on and on.
Buy ammo. Buy some protein powder. Follow Let's All Live.
Buy some stocks.
Buy some stocks that pay you dividends, and don't vote Lib. No, I'm kidding. You can vote how you want.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back next week with a special surprise.